bond.
You have fucking will because I'm nobody.
Speak to my wife.
Tell the fucking camera.
I'm gonna take
You
the
can shoot your fucking.
And you chose to let your feelings get out of check that day, and you charged him with the intent to hurt him.
Georgia Transparency is going hot with an updated story about the arrest warrant that was applied for. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, to include smashing that notification bell right quick, fast, and in a hurry. Only a portion of this public record will be released, as we want Charles Red Phillips to have a fair trial if the solicitor chooses to proceed. Mr. Phillips will have to turn himself into the Coweta County Jail by Sunday, April 28, 2024. The judge made some good points that Grantville Mayor Richard Proctor should probably listen to. Before Proctor decides to provide me with constitutional training, he may want to have a judge provide him with the same training first. Again, the cross-examinations of the witnesses Mr. Phillips called to court will not be released at this time. I found what I believe to be some inconsistencies with the statements Mr. Phillips' witnesses made under oath and what was actually recorded that day.
Didn't you beat Red up twice?
Bruh, shut the f*** up!
Let me ask you a question.
I've got documents on that.
Can you figure it out?
Right here. I'm not going to come over and put my hands on.
Sir, you're not going to hit me.
My wife, one more time.
Sir, you're not going to hit me.
Misdemeanor bond is what I'm going to
Sir, you're not going to hit me.
Misdemeanor bond.
You have fucking will because I'm nobody.
Speak to my wife.
Tell the fucking camera.
I'm going to take
You
the
can
goddamn
shut your
beard off
fucking
your
ass.
motherfucking face.
Okay, do me a
Back the
favor.
fuck up, you fat scared
Disrespect
little
my
bitch.
wife one more fucking time,
Y'all just
Russell.
do me a favor, okay? Man, I appreciate it.
Chief Whitlock, how many times you gonna let him run up on somebody without arresting?
So
That's not against the law.
So she can call me a pedophile, but I can't respond?
Babe, come on. Babe?
This is not illegal.
I know, but let's
I just want their cameras to know. You know I ain't causing a problem.
I know, I appreciate you, man. Thank y'all very much.
So running up on somebody is causing a problem.
You'll know about this.
It's not against the law.
Y'all have a good night.
It is against the law.
No, it's not.
It's intimidation and it's threat.
And you chose to let your feelings get out of check that day, and you charged him with the intent to hurt him. And you threatened him. And you created a disorderly situation on public grounds, no less. And, you know, had you stood off at the street and yelled at him and dog cussed him, that wouldn't be acceptable either, but it's probably okay. Yeah, time. But you charged him with the intent, I believe, to do violence to him. Now, you may not like Mr. Pickron's style, okay? But you don't get to dictate his style. If I walk out into that area up there, he can videotape me all day long and he can ask me questions and I can choose to answer them. I can choose to walk away. Or I can choose just to stand there and, you know, look at his camera. But I don't have a right to threaten harm to him because I don't like his style or I don't like his questions. Now, if he uses certain words toward me that would incite a reasonable person to want to fight, and simply asking me, did I beat Red up twice, is not such a thing. You know, the fact that he asked me a question that I don't want to talk about or answer is not inciting a person, you know, to want to fight. Those are not fighting words. You know, you all could have just as easily gone on and gotten your cars and drove away and left him standing there, you know, with no response. You know, I mean, even if it wounds your feelings, you don't have a right to charge across a public yard and want to attack someone. I'm going to find that you committed disorderly conduct, you know, and I'm going to issue a warrant for that. I'm going to set an on-recognizance bond of $500. You can turn yourself into the jail this weekend. You'd have no contact with Mr. Pickron. You know, if he asks you a question as a journalist or whatever, you can respond to it if you choose. You don't have to. Otherwise, you'd have no contact with him. As far as these other matters y'all brought up, I would suggest you get with the appropriate police authorities and that you ask for them to investigate it, and that the persons who are making these threats or harassing communications be brought before the appropriate court and dealt with appropriately. Okay?
On cognizance on y'all, and the bond was on cognizance.
Well, you'll sign your own bond. You'll need $20 to pay the sheriff to bond out of jail.
But not 500.
No, you'll be signing a pledge of $500. As I tell people, as long as you show up in court when summoned, it's just a piece of paper. If you don't, then the bond's going to be forfeited. You'll owe the money. Plus, you'll get a bench warrant, be held without bond until you see the judge of that court. Now, Mr. Pickron, I don't decide, as I said, whether the solicitor will choose to prosecute this case or not. So that will be up to the solicitor. I will make you aware that over-publicizing this matter could have an adverse effect on his ability to have a fair trial. So you need to choose wisely whether you want to see him held accountable in a court of law or not, okay? How you do your job as a journalist is your call to make, but just understand, sometimes pretrial publicity can interfere with a person's ability to get a fair trial. So just be aware of that.
I will keep everyone up to date and informed as this case proceeds with what can be released. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, to include smashing that notification bell right quick, fast, and in a hurry. And until next time, GT, going cold.